What's good? It's a boy dude reviews, and today we're gonna take a look at Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, 2020 fantasy adventure film based on the video game franchise published by Sega. The film was directed by Jeff Fowler and is featured directional debut from a screenplay by Pat Casey and Josh Miller. It stars Ben Schwartz as the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog, and with Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, James Marsden, Tika Sumpter, Natasha Rothwell, Adam Pally, and Neil MacDonald. And what is Sonic the Hedgehog all about? Well, Sonic tries to navigate the complexities of life on Earth when his newfound best friend, a human named Tom, a cop. Yeah, and they must soon join forces to prevent the evil Dr. Robotnik from capturing Sonic and using his powers for world domination. Now, in 2013, Sony Pictures acquired the film rights to the franchise, and by 2014 had a movie adaptation in development in collaboration with Sega, Sammy, and the director Jeff Fowler was then hired to direct the film in 2018. And after Sony put the project in turnaround, Paramount Pictures acquired the rights in 2017, and the majority of the cast had signed by August 2018. And yeah, it was initially meant to be released in the US on November 8, 2019, but after an overwhelmingly negative reaction from its first trailer, Paramount delayed the film to redesign Sonic, whose original design was highly criticized, and the redesign shown on the trailer received massive praise. And it premiered on January 25th, 2020, released on Valentine's Day of this year, and received mixed reviews from critics who praised the cast performances, particularly Jim Carrey, Sonic's design, the visuals, and the faithfulness to the source material, but criticized the plot and the lack of originality was heavily disregarded as being pretty bad. What do I think about this film? Well, I won't lie, I didn't really think about Sonic at all, to be honest with you. I knew they were making the film. I saw the first trailer and I was like, ooh, that design looked freaky. It looked like a human in a costume. It looked so weird. It didn't look like the Sonic design in the games and in the anime. But I'm happy that people really had an effect on like redesigning, because I don't think I would have been able to watch the entire film with Sonic looking like that. So I'm happy that Sonic looks the way he does now. Like, this new design looks really nice, and that's one pro I like about this film, is the design of Sonic. I do like this design. Resembles a bit like Pikachu in a way, from the Detective Pokemon movie. I do like Jim Carrey. It's nice to see Jim Carrey back in this like comedic role. Jim Carrey basically playing himself in a way. I did like that. And like the first like 10 minutes of the film, well, it's not a spoiler, but he's on Sonic is on his world and it looks pretty nice, and that's it. Yeah, that is all I'm gonna say with this film. Everything about this film is just awfully boring. This film, I didn't really expect much from it, and when I went into the film, I was even more disappointed with it coming out from it than going in. I mean, the story was so boring and bad, you know, like, I feel like I've seen this story before. Yeah, Sonic X did it better, with Sonic going to planet Earth. I feel like it was done better in Sonic X, this type of story, you know, and like the government trying to figure it all out, and like who Sonic is. But Sonic coming to Earth, it's so boring, and it's just this road trip, and like, it's just it's not even, they don't even like ramp it up in a way. It's really boring, so boring. And Sonic just, I kind of find Sonic's personality a little bit kiddie. Like, I know Sonic is meant to be young, but man, he was very kiddie-like in this movie. I don't know, it kind of bothered me a little bit. And him doing the floss every now and then was so cringy. And I didn't like any of the human characters in this film. I thought they were all pretty forgettable and bland and boring and just not that great, you know. Out of all like the Sonic adaptations, like whether it's a TV or direct-to-video movie, like this is the worst story of Sonic in my opinion. Like I remember like the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog growing up as a kid. Like I watched that film, sorry, not film, TV show, and it was fun. It was a fun series. I liked the world, you know. I just liked anything Sonic as a kid. Sonic Sat AM, I didn't really watch as a kid, but I've seen a couple of episodes and I think it's pretty cool. Really, really great. I really did like that. Sonic Underground is a little bit like Sonic Sat AM, where it's kind of like the same world, but it's a musical. And that's the one I watched over and over again, and I loved it. Like, I just like the world of Mobius. I really like Mobius. Like, it's really interesting. And then we have the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, the TV movie, which I thought was really great. And then Sonic X is the first animated like series to be like set on planet Earth, which is I did like that, you know, and they really established it really better because I don't know, it's just done better, and I like the characters, and I think having like the human kid really worked, and it made Sonic was a lot more mature in that version, you know. I mean, yeah, he acted like a kid at times, but he was a lot more mature and a lot more like. But this one, I feel like Sonic is a little younger in this version in a way, and that's the problem, you know. Yeah, Sonic's. Yeah, sadly, even like the cinematography was not that good as well, you know. It's a really dull looking movie, and it's just not one I recommend anyone to watch, to be honest with you. Like, honestly, I'd rather watch Pokemon Detective Pikachu again, because that movie, what I liked about that film was that it established the world. We didn't have to like get to know, oh, like, who is this Pokemon? Oh, what is Pokemon? Like, it just literally, you know, we're just into it. It's just a story, you know, which I really liked. And the world was beautiful and lush, and the characters were also fun and interesting. But this one is just the opposite. Like, there's just no risk. There's nothing interesting or original about this film. I feel like it's a very dated movie. It feels like it would have been made in like the 80s or the 90s by how like bland it is. And yeah, without Sonic, this film and without Sonic and Jim Carrey, I'm sorry, but this film fails. It doesn't even hold up. So I don't know if I recommend you watching it. It's not really one I will watch again. So I'm gonna give this film a 3 out of 10. I'm gonna give this film an E-. I didn't like this film at all. I wouldn't give it an F because I like Jim Carrey and I like Sonic design, but it's close to an F. It was awful. Awful. But thank you for watching this review. Please like and share this video and comment down below and tell me what's your favorite video game movie. Was I wrong? It's just my silly opinion, but thank you for watching this review. And with that said, thank you for watching. Boy, the review signing out.